do so much in the free version. But this one was different. It was really, really, really different, and I liked it. So and by this time I had not responded to anybody yet. By this time I was only like just checking, going through people's profiles and seeing the people that have messaged me, going through, like okay, just like that. So the next days that followed, I never went back to the site because I'm more of the the other using other platforms in terms of like social media and all that. So I never really went back to the site as much as I would go to my Facebook or Instagram or TikTok, like not so much. So I was like, okay, let's see how far this goes. But I never really got the chance to go back there like all the time. So now that was like 5 days into being on the site. I tried to check again. There were more messages, and by this time I had not responded to any yet. I was just still going through, checking and everything like that. Yeah. Then finally, I remember that day I had come from town. I was exhausted, tired, and I was hungry. And I made myself dinner when I got home. I was all by myself, and so when I got home, I sat on my sofa and I got my phone and I was like, you know what? Let me check the site again. So I checked the site. This was the 7th day. I checked on the site and I found more messages, and I was like, okay, today I have to let me go through and see if there's anything interesting. So as like I did the days before, I went through, I checked the messages, I went through, and I was like, okay. Then there was this particular message, like this, sometimes when you look at something and you're like, like you look at it and you know for a fact that this means something special. So for me, when I saw this message, I had not even opened the message, because when you're seeing the message when you're scrolling on the messages, you can only see like one line of the message, but when you open it, you could either see more of the message, or maybe it's just one line of the message. That's it. So I opened this message, and it was like a paragraph of a message. It was a message which came in a paragraph form. Like it was a lot that had been written, and I read word after word, sentence after sentence, and I was smiling the entire time. I was like, this guy knows what he's talking about. Like because for you to message me, I was like, wait, it means I needed a person who took time to read my profile, and I would only know that they read my profile through the message when they would message me, because like that's where I would know that if the person had read my profile, gone through my profile and so on. But some of the people that I was checking out the previous days, they were just coming up to me saying other things, and I was like, you know what, don't come to me asking for things that I will not give you. Like, for example, asking for pictures of me in a certain way that I will not give you, that I will not. Whatever I've given you, whatever pictures I've uploaded here, these ones are for you to see, of me fully dressed, only from here, covered, and only can only see my face. That's it. So those are do not come to me and ask for pictures or to see anything down here. No, that one won't happen. So I was looking for a person that was also going to be able to read my profile and not just come to me, message me and saying, hey, what, you're cute, this. No. If you took time to read my profile, then it means that you are really, you're taking into consideration that you may like this person, and so you really want to know the things that they put in their profile. So this as I was reading this message, there was so much that I had put in my profile that he had actually took time to point out about what he liked from my profile. And I was like, oh my god, this guy, oh my god. I was so happy that evening. I was like, But so I responded. I was like, hey. And he responded. He was online. I was like, oh, okay. He responded. I was like, hey, how are you? And I was like, I'm good. Pardon my late reply. I'm never really on this side. I only come like my account is like 7 days old, so I'm not usually here and all that stuff. But anyways, so what's your story? What are you doing on this app? And we started talking and chatting, and then we were like, you know what? If you don't mind, let's chat on WhatsApp. Do you have WhatsApp? He was like, yeah. And I was also like, yeah, I have WhatsApp. So we exchanged numbers and we started messaging, and he gave me his WhatsApp number. So I was going to message him like immediately. So I got his number and I put it in my phone. I saved it. But just when I was about to message him, guess what happened? Just when I was about to message him, my phone died. And when it died, by died, I mean battery low to a point where it just shut down. And I could not charge it because there was no power. Power just cut. And it was a time when power would cut in Lusaka West. It would cut like at 6 p.m., sometimes at 1 in the afternoons. And there won't be power from like 1 to like 11 p.m. So usually when I would be at work during the day, I wouldn't mind if there was power at home or not. And when I would get home, if power had cut at 1 p.m., and when I get home at 6 p.m., there's no power. So from 6, 7, 8, 9, until 10 p.m., until 11 p.m., that's when power will be restored. So when we were chatting around that time, it was the time when I just like got home, and my phone was like not charged and there was no power. So my phone like went off at 9 p.m. So after it went off, and I was like thinking to myself, I was like, I was chatting with this nice guy, really good guy. And now when he gives me his WhatsApp number and I'm about to message him on WhatsApp, my phone shuts down. And I had told him that, okay, I'll message you right away on WhatsApp. And now I'm not able to. So I was like, you know what? If it's meant to be, it is meant to be. If it is not meant to be, it is not meant to be. Let me just, because I'm tired, let me just sleep. So I just decided to sleep and just put my phone away. So when power was restored at 11 p.m., I did not even notice that power had been restored because I was fast asleep. Then I got up to drink water. That was like at 1, and I was also like hungry, so I got up to like drink water and like have a snack or eat something at least, or cook something quick and eat at 1 in the morning, 1 a.m. And when I did that, and I was like, oh, I charged my phone, and looking at the time, I was like, yeah, let let it charge. I'll message this guy tomorrow. So when I was done with my snack and drinking water, and I went back to bed, I slept. Then the next day, in the morning, I did the usual, got up, took a shower, and because the place where I lived, there was no water. We had an issue of water where I lived. So the house might have been so big, so magnificent, so nice, but we had no water. So we had to get water from ZAF, Sekelela, Lusaka West, then, and all that stuff. So that early morning, there's this small boy that used to come and help me with water. So he came and helped me out with water, and I took my shower, and I went to town to do my work. And when I was done, I mean this was like an entire day of being in town. Then when I went back home at 6, I never liked when I'm in town or working or doing stuff and I'm on the phone, like double concentration, no, divided attention. I don't like that. So when I went back home at 6 p.m., I I messaged the guy, and I was like, hey, and he was like, hey, your picture looks familiar. And I was like, yeah, this is the girl you're chatting with yesterday. And other than he was like, yeah, I remember you said that you're going to message me, but you never messaged me. So I was actually thinking that maybe you were no longer interested in me and you just said to forget about me. I was like, no, there was no power here, power cuts, like just getting into a conversation. And that's how we started talking and talking and talking. Oh, we were deep into chatting. We were so deep into chatting. Video calls from morning, even when I would be in town, video calls, messaging, non-stop, voice calls, video calls, messaging, every time. Until months and months and months and months of chatting, then we decided to meet, and he had come to Zambia. Okay, I'm in Germany right now. Then he went to Zambia. Okay, he came to me. However you want to put it. But anyways, he came to me and we met. Oh, I think, anyways, let me continue telling you about this. I wanted to switch this to, yeah, so for you to know what happened next, see you in the next video. And thank you for being here. Remember to be kind, make good choices, and be careful out there. Love you, and I'm out.